Calaroga Shark Media.
From Haiti, which is a country most people have heard of, this is Ballot.
That's right. Haiti. Not too hard to pronounce now, is it? We're totally doing the show from Haiti and not my home studio. We spend money like Crooked Media when the union makes puppy dog eyes. We flew the entire staff to Haiti to do a 7-minute podcast. Mac, are you setting up a bit here? You bet I am. Let's hit this. Well, folks. Looks like John Oliver just served up a spicy plate of roast Vance with a side of 90s nostalgia. Vance, not content with just spreading baseless rumors, decided to one-up himself by mispronouncing Haiti. I mean, come on, JD. It's not like it's an obscure country or anything. It's right there in the Caribbean, probably wondering what it did to deserve this kind of attention. Enter John Oliver, armed with wit sharper than a cat's claws. The ones not being eaten, apparently. He brilliantly compared Vance's gaffe to Cher's iconic Haitians line from Clueless. But here's the kicker. Alicia Silverstone was a teenager when she made that mistake. Vance? Well, let's just say he's old enough to know better. And don't forget, if we get the combination of Trump winning and Trump going to jail, this guy would be the leader of the free for now world. In the grand tradition of American politics, we've gone from give me your tired, your poor to give me your dogs, your cats. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, some of our politicians could use a refresher course in, well, everything. Vance, the would-be leader of the free for now world, might need help building an international coalition. Vance, in his infinite wisdom, decided to play armchair general and came up with a plan for Ukraine that's about as solid as a chocolate teapot. Let's just give Russia some of Ukraine and call it a day, he says. Because that worked out so well with Hitler, right? Zelensky, not one to pull punches, basically told Vance to go back to school. He suggested Vance brush up on his World War II history, which is a polite way of saying, did you sleep through every history class ever? Hey, if Zelensky were smart, he'd claim that the Russians are eating the dogs and eating the cats and eating the pets of the people who live there in Ukraine. Vance, who once declared he doesn't care one way or another about Ukraine, now fancies himself an expert on Ukrainian politics. Zelensky, probably wondering if he's stuck in some bizarre political sitcom, called Vance's ideas awful and just sloganeering, which, in diplomatic speak, translates to, are you kidding me with this nonsense? Well, folks, it's time to break out the popcorn and your favorite debate drinking game because the VP Showdown is about to get wild. We've got JD Vance, the Yale law guy who can't read a price tag, squaring off against Tim Walz, the public school teacher who probably knows how much eggs actually cost. In one corner, we have Vance, who's been practicing for the debate with Tom Emmer playing the role of Walz. I guess they figured if Vance can handle a guy from Minnesota, he can handle anything, except maybe a trip to the grocery store. And in the other corner, we've got Walz, who's been sparring with none other than Slayer Pete Buttigieg. That's right. The same guy who made mincemeat out of cable news hosts is now helping Walz sharpen his debate claws. I'd say Vance should be worried, but he's probably still trying to figure out how much a gallon of milk costs. Walz, ever the humble public school teacher, is playing the underdog card. He's all, oh, Vance is a Yale law guy, and I'm just a simple teacher. Yeah, right. That's like saying, oh, I'm just a simple fisherman, right before you reel in a great white shark. Meanwhile, Vance is probably hoping this debate doesn't involve any food-related questions. After his adventures in egonomics and the great Philly cheesesteak debacle, he might break out in a cold sweat if someone mentions groceries. But let's not forget the real winners here. CBS News anchors Nora O'Donnell and Margaret Brennan. They get front row seats to this political circus. I just hope they've practiced their poker faces, because keeping a straight face through this debate might be the real challenge of the night. So, mark your calendars for October 1st, folks. It's going to be a showdown of Yale law versus public school, egg prices versus reality, and hopefully, some actual policy discussions. But let's be real. We're all tuning in for the gaffes, right? May the best man win, and may someone please teach these candidates how to grocery shop. On The Daily Show, Desi Lydic joked that, according to polls, Trump is deeply unpopular with women. Maybe it's because of his legally adjudicated record of sexual assault. Maybe he forgot their birthdays. It's hard to say. All right, folks, buckle up for another wild ride through the political circus. Looks like we've got a spicy salsa of town halls coming our way, courtesy of Televisa Univision. That's right. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are set to face off against, wait for it, actual voters? I know, shocking, right? Trump's town hall, aptly titled Los Latinos Preguntan, Donald Trump Responde, or in English, Latinos Ask. Donald Trump frantically Googles Translate. This fiesta of fumbling will take place in Miami on October 8th. I hear they're renaming South Beach to Mar-a-Lago Light for the occasion. Not to be outdone, Kamala Harris will have her own moment in the spotlight on October 10th in Las Vegas. The title? Los Latinos Preguntan, Kamala Harris Responde, or Latinos Ask, Kamala Harris practices her nervous laugh. Let's hope what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas this time. Both events will be moderated by Enrique Acevedo, who I assume drew the short straw at the office Christmas party. These town halls might be the closest thing we get to seeing these candidates unscripted before the election. It's like political Hunger Games, but with less archery and more word salad. So mark your calendars, folks. October 8th and 10th, the nights when Yo No Hablo Español meets Yo No Hablo Truth. May the best BS artist win. We've got ourselves a celebrity smackdown of presidential proportions. In one corner, we have Kamala Harris, backed by Hollywood's A-list, and in the other, Donald Trump, supported by, well, let's just say his star power is more like a flickering light bulb. Harris has Scarlett Johansson in her corner. Trump? He's got Scarlett Johnson. No, not that Scarlett Johnson, the other one. You know, the chair of Ozaukee County Moms for Liberty? Yeah, me neither. It's like Harris is hosting the Oscars while Trump is stuck with a local community theater awards night. But hey, at least he's got Hulk Hogan. Nothing says presidential like a guy in a bandana ripping his shirt off, am I right? Harris has Oprah, J-Lo, and Meryl Streep. Trump has Kanye West. But don't worry, Trump's not taking this lying down. He's firing back with some truly eloquent responses. I hate Taylor Swift, he declared. Wow, Donald, did you stay up all night working on that zinger? Meanwhile, Harris is trying to play it cool, saying they're not going to be a celebrity-driven campaign. Right, because having Taylor Swift on your side is totally not a big deal. It's not like she has millions of rabid fans who'd crawl over broken glass to vote for whoever she tells them to. Oh wait, Trump, ever the master of subtlety, is calling Harris's team a radical left dream team filled with Hollywood hacks. Because nothing says I'm not threatened, like using all caps and multiple exclamation points. But let's not forget, Trump himself is a celebrity. He's like the reality TV star who showed up to the wrong awards show and somehow ended up running the country. Portions of today's program were written with the help of AI, and man did we need it. After all that travel to Haiti to knock out 10 minutes of JD Vance jokes.